Thanks for staying with us. Across Nigeria, fear is rising again as mass abductions of school children return with alarming speed. In just days, we've seen 26 girls taken in Kebbi and over 300 students kidnapped in Niger State, with their whereabouts still unknown. Parents, teachers, and school owners are terrified, unsure which school may be attacked next. These repeated assaults, especially in the north, have reignited allegations of targeted attacks against Christian communities, with some observers claiming a pattern that looks genocidal. Whether those claims are accurate or exaggerated, one thing is clear. Nigeria's security crisis is spiraling, and children are paying the highest price. President Tinubu has spoken tough, promising to dismantle terrorist networks and restore peace. But Nigerians are asking, when will words become results? Where is the Senate action? This morning, we put these critical questions to Senator Sunday Karimi, Senator representing Kogi West. Welcome to the show, distinguished Senator.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us here.
Yeah.
So my first question will be, these recent attacks along that people have alleged are genocidal.
Yeah.
What do you think is the cause? And do you think there's a pattern of Christian genocide? Do you think there's a pattern of coordinated violence that's happening, especially in this period, very close to our elections?
Let me just quickly say something.
Okay.
These attacks, before now, I wouldn't say they are directed only towards Christians.
Okay.
The attacks has been both sides, all sides. I recall attack on mosque in Katsina State, attack on mosque in Zamfara State, killing hundreds of people. Mm. But you recall the ones that happened in Benue State that killed over 200 Christians. Mm. Mm. That one, the situation was so bad, even in Plateau State, that the international communities, they are aware of it. And that report, I think that was what led to President Trump's action. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say President Trump is wrong. We thank him for even paying attention to our plight in Nigeria. But the recent happenings, the ones you mentioned, there are some people that are trying to prove a point, trying to paint Nigeria in bad light with the international community. They are trying to at least paint this government in bad light. Such people, they are trying to bring down the image of this country. Such people have to be investigated by the security agencies, because why? The President Trump promised to get involved in Nigeria, and they want him to come. They want to put this government in a very bad light. That is why it is happening this way. They attack in Kebbi. They move from Kebbi to Niger. Sorry, from Kebbi to Eruku in Kwara State. Mm-hmm. From there to Niger. They are working with these people. They are controlling them, trying to prove a point, trying to make Nigeria unsafe because they want to win an election.
Okay, so thank you for that. So what I can hear you're saying is that you believe that the recent attacks has political undertones to it.
Sure.
Okay, so the U.S. Congress, they debated Nigeria's insecurity last week. Why are foreign lawmakers acting faster than ours in this issue?
We are working. Let me tell you, we are working. In fact, the Senate the last one will take place today. We organize security summit in the 6th geopolitical zone in Nigeria.
Okay.
Recently, when we screened the service chiefs, we went into a closed door section because of our concerns for the security situation in the country. And some issues, important issues were raised by the Chief of Defense Staff concerning the security of this nation. I'm going to just talk a little bit. I'm not going to go into detail about some of these issues. One, let me assure you, as security agencies, they are trying. They are committed men and women for the security and well-being of this nation. They are sacrificing a lot. Can you imagine that Brigadier General that was murdered some few days ago? He has families, he has children. These are committed officers. All our security agencies, the police, the military, the DSS. The DSS, they are doing too much. If you know the security information that DSS are bringing out, these men are trying, and we have to at least continue to encourage them. But the Chief of Defense Staff told us in that meeting, one, they are not getting enough equipment and hardware to prosecute this war. You cannot fight this battle without equipment and hardware. And you cannot blame it on this government. This problem has been there for years. And because of lack of equipment and hardware, they had to be just managing. In fact, they were looking at entering into agreement with one of the foreign companies, I won't mention it, so that they will be giving them hardware at loans, so that they will be paying in batches. Can we continue like that? We have to face this issue of getting equipment and hardware for our security agencies. We cannot continue to allow our men and women in uniform to be killed anyhow. We can finish this war once and for all if we have enough equipment and hardware. That is one of the cogent issues that was raised about this war. How we are going to tackle this issue of equipment and hardware, we will come back to it. Another issue that was raised by the Chief of Defense Staff, I want to quote him. He said when he was a young military officer, a lieutenant, I'm talking of General Loide in the military, that in Yobe State, those days, as a young officer, a lieutenant, you recall that in our local governments are adequately funded. They hold security meeting. They are able from that security meeting to get information
in their locality. And that youths all over the localities are busy. That why is it that our local governments are not operational? If a military man will come to parliament to ask us questions about our local governments, that we have to fund the local government. We have to get the local government back to working. Some of our youths that are taken into banditry and all that, into giving information to bandits, if they are engaged, that will also reduce banditry. And also, if we have our local government operating, we have a situation that local government can even be involved in this fight against banditry. They are involved now. In some local government, it's not all over the nation, in some local government, you see local government buying vehicles, buying a lot of equipment, assisting the military. Let me tell you,
this war that we are fighting is not a small one. No. It's a guerrilla warfare.
And meets the eye.
There are too much ungoverned spaces in Nigeria caused by local government not allowing to work. So if we are, according to, I'm not the one saying this, I know that it is real. This is the Chief of Defense Staff talking to us in a closed section.
Okay, Senator, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're still discussing insecurity, and we still have Senator Sunday Karimi with us here. And talk about your question.
So, Senator, we've been hearing, this is not the first time we've had kidnappings, attacks take place. We've had it over and over again. The recent attacks seem to be coming, especially after the US president's statement was made. So there was an expectation on ground that there would be attacks. There was even intelligence that there would be attacks. So why, despite intelligence and the expectation and, you know, repeated government assurance, school children still getting kidnapped? The governor of, Kebbi State? Niger State alleged that the troop that was positioned in that school left there 30 minutes before bandits came and did not show up until bandits left. So there is a challenge of compromise and compromise within the security apparatus, and there's also a feeling of, are we really, really ready? It's just lip service that we're playing to the fact that school children are still being kidnapped right now.
Okay, let me just say something about it. Like, yes, they had in Kebbi, they had DSS intelligence. I said DSS, they are doing well because they provide actionable intelligence. You see, when you have this problem all over the place, you have maybe those the military men that were posted to the school, they had to leave. Maybe they left for another place. We have this problem, especially now in the north. Let's face reality. It's more in the north. The south, look at southwest. You have the Amatekun, you have the police trust fund being utilized to buy equipment, hardware to support the military and the other security agencies. In fact, there was a day we traveled to Ogun State for an event with our colleague. Traveling by road, I saw a vehicle that broke down on the road. And before you knew, some security men, they were there with their vehicle and waited there with the passengers. Why can't we have such thing all over the country? So it depends on how the state and local government, how they are contributing to fight this banditry and insurgency. And I've also talked about equipment. What are we doing about
getting
proper equipment for...
Even the equipment we already have, just like this morning we took papers, are already deployed to VVIPs. And the president has to be calling for the withdrawal of such police officers.
Okay, you are talking of men.
Yes, not just men. The men carry gun.
Can you deploy military hardware, APC to
okay, maybe that, but at least...
let's talk about equipment.
I thought we had a Super Tucano.
That was paid for, but America refused to release it to us now. They're having a conversation. No, they delivered with what's it called? Conditions.
Yeah.
Don't use it here, don't use it there, don't do this, don't do that. They're trying to sort it now.
Let's face one fact. The problem we are in, don't forget that it's been there since 2005, 2006. That was when Boko Haram started in Borno State. it's spreading, and we later have these artsmen and kidnapping all over the place now. It's been there for long. This situation report that was given to us by the Chief of Defense Staff is not the type that we can take with levity. Let's face the reality.
Okay.
This issue of equipment to fight this war, we have to be serious about
agree
it.
with you
It cannot happen with our normal budget.
Okay, we have to increase.
If you have to say the budget of the federal government is the one that will take care of military, it will not work.
But sir, we are currently paying bandits. People are paying bandits, so the money we are paying bandits is empowering the enemy. Yes. We are not paying the military, we are paying bandits. Invariably.
Excuse me, if you say we are paying bandits, I'm not aware that government funds are being used to pay bandits. But let me tell you, as a senator of the Federal Republic, if they kidnap my constituents, any of my constituents, and they are contributing money for their release, they will see you as being irresponsible.
If you don't contribute.
If you don't contribute.
Oh, okay.
So we end up having no excuse than to pay.
I wanted to see.
Let's talk about the equipment that I'm talking of. It's very important. I just said something which we cannot joke with. I said we cannot continue to depend on this federal budget to take this to defend, take this to fight this war.
Okay.
Let's face it once and for all.
How?
So how do we get this budget now? Rely on foreign support?
Look, we are looking at it. Some of us in the Senate, we are looking at it in another way.
Okay.
If we are going to fight this war and end it once and for all, we are looking at bringing up a Act of Parliament, which will come very soon, that is titled National Emergency and Security Trust, the National Emergency and Security Act.
Okay.
National Emergency and Security Act, I call it. This act may be an emergency one.
Okay. What's it supposed to do?
That will allow a percentage of fund from the national purse.
Okay.
Initially, we are looking at 5%. To be deducted as source before the revenue allocation formula.
Okay.
To face this emergency situation.
Okay.
Security.
That's
because it's alarming. We cannot continue like this. If our military, they are complaining, they have no equipment, and we are just looking at that, leaving them, and people are dying. Because they told us that if they have equipment, they can fight this war and finish it. So we are looking at bringing up that act, and Nigerians have to support it.
Okay.
So though I said National Emergency and Security Act, that we allow 5% of the revenue allocation to be deducted from source for a period of time.
Yeah, before allocating.
Before the revenue sharing formula, so that we face this war and finish it.
Okay, before we go to that 5%.
Yeah.
Is there any?
Well, it's not final.
Yeah, we are still talking about it.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that it's from the way the angle that the Senate seems to be coming from. I believe you're speaking because you've been in the closed door meeting. Seem to think that money and ammunition is the major problem, but I feel like we have
other problems.
There are other problems. There is the fact that there are people willing within the community to work with kidnappers. There is, yes, you might have intelligence, like let's even believe that the military is not complacent. Let's believe that the military actually, having stayed at that school, they were there for like 6 hours, and I told them, okay, move to this other school. But somebody called the kidnappers
That
the
they had
moment they
moved.
left.
Yes.
So
Excuse me.
that information, how do we manage the Hydra heads? Cutting one is not
excuse me,
enough.
That is another issue entirely. That one about people conniving with the
Compromises here and
we
there.
are talking about. There is problem in Sokoto today. There's problem in Kebbi. There's problem in Safara. There's problem in Kogi. There's problem in Benue. There is problem in Kaduna. There's problem in Borno. There's problem in Yobe.
Plateau.
All over the place. And you want our military to fight all over the place without weapon, without hardware? It cannot continue like this. We have to face it once and for all. All this mundane problem about calling this, calling that is there. But that is not the, as a parliament, we are more concerned about, how do we handle this?
Once and for all.
Once and for all.
But
The
maybe,
other small problem, yes, we'll face that.
but maybe,
And they have complained to us. They said, look, we lack enough hardware to fight this
To
war.
face these people.
And these are men that are professionals. They have been some of them don't even sleep.
okay, but many Nigerians are feeling abandoned with what's going on, you know, because it's escalating quickly, faster than, you know, like spreading like wildfire. And Nigerians are wondering, like, there's a wide gap between government promises and the reality on ground. Every day they say they can do this, they will do this, they can do that. And it's getting worse every day. Everybody's feeling scared.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to move on the road. Most people can't even afford to fly. So there's too much gap between government promises and our reality right now. What can be done about it?
okay.
What's the fast and quick action?
Let me just say something about that. It is not a situation that anybody likes. I travel to my constituency a lot. Let me tell you, I've done a lot personally for my people to make them at least to be safe. I personally funded a forward operational base for the military. Not through government fund, not through constituency project. It's there for the people to see. I spent close to over 700 to 800 million naira, and I handed it over to the military. You put some vehicles. I even got them a gunboat because of this fight, just to make our people calm. I was at home one day, and I saw the DSS men. Their APC, the armored vehicle they brought, they were loading. They were riddled with bullets. I had to stop them. What is the cause of this? They said the cause of operation in the forest around the place, that they were attacked with surface-to-air missile.
Missile.
That is the one they used to bring aircraft down. These people that they are fighting, they possess surface-to-air missile to bring an aircraft down and attack the APC vehicle. That is the kind of situation we find ourselves.
And the
Yes.
kind of equipment they have.
Yes.
Very sophisticated.
By the time I got back to Abuja, I called the state director of DSS. I have to talk to them, encourage them. I personally bought armored hardware, this bulletproof
Jackets
Yeah.
for them.
and bulletproof
Helmet.
helmet. I bought some quantities and sent to them,
Just to support.
not through government funding, personally.
Yeah.
You see, we have this crisis all over the place. Our roads in some area,
Yeah.
they're also contributing.
Yeah, Senator, let's hold you a bit. So we'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll find a way to tie up this conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So, Senator, the problem on ground right now, what we are facing directly is the abduction of students from different schools.
Yeah.
And I'd like to ask, what legislative actions are the Senate trying to take to ensure that schools are safe this period in the immediate?
Okay, we are working with our security agencies to ensure that police, military men are posted to schools that are vulnerable to attacks.
Okay.
And they have started that immediately.
Okay.
So that the president made pronouncement that military men, police, and all that attached to people should be withdrawn, so that we have enough men and women to at least be used for some of these operations. And also the long-term solution, just like I said, is to fight these bandits
Head on.
head on and finish them. We cannot continue like this for too long.
So you had mentioned that the Chief of Defense was advising that, you know, when he was a child, local government involvement made security easier. What do you think local government now can do to, you know, to curb this? Because they're really happening closer to them than the federal government.
You see, when the Minister of Justice went to court over this release of local government funds directly to local government, there are 3 tiers of government: the federal, state, and the local government. They got judgment. The Supreme Court ruled that funds for local government should go directly to local government. So, but they are still indirectly sabotaging it in many states. Some of them allow these funds to go to the local government, but they will go back and give them the share company to award fictitious contracts that are never executed. They award fictitious contract, take this money away, they will steal this money. That is what is being done in some states. We know that. As a Senate, we are not going to allow that to continue, because these are funds coming directly from Federation account, and they are meant for local government. Why will it go back to some people fraudulently? This is not just money laundering that they call it. This is economic sabotage. We are going to investigate that. The houses of assembly, they are supposed to be able to deal with that. But if you will not allow House of Assembly to work, that is economic sabotage. We will tell the Senate has the power to tell, to advise the federal government to declare state of emergency in such state. We may have to resort to that. Because if local governments are operating, it will reduce the gap. These ungoverned spaces all over the country, if local government are operating, they will be covered. Our youth will be gainfully employed. If local government are operating well, some of these roads that are bad in their area, even if they are federal road, they will use grader and patch them. But when you take local government funds and take them away, and you render them powerless, you are in a way sabotaging the economy. And
Senator, what about state policing? Because everybody has talked about it and said that
you see, state policing,
also one way
we are running away from it.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, we will not have any option than to do it. All these security outfits that are being set up by the state, what do we call it? You may not call it state police, but
it's a form of.
It's a form of state police. We have no option. We have to find a way around it, organize it as it is being done all over the world. Let's have enough people to take care of
Even
security.
with state police, are we not still having the issue of no ammunition? I met one of these states local vigilante. They had a gun, and as we're talking, they didn't have
Let
bullets.
me tell you,
There's no bullets.
we know the situation we face in some of our states as parliamentarians.
Okay.
Even the local vigilante, they will phone you, they were engaged by the state, by chairman. They are looking for ammunition, they don't have. And some of them are still carrying their gun about. While the people they are fighting, they are coming with AK-47 and pump action. So these are part of the problem.
Can I suggest something, Senator? We have a population of Nigerians who are very benevolent, where somebody needs something, and before you know, we have raised millions to support. They are playing so and so game. We have raised millions to, you know, for very frivolities, things that are not necessarily what will take us further. Can we have a call, the government calling on, you know, well-meaning individuals to do like a GoFundMe for security? This is a security issue that is deep.
Should have security trust fund like Lagos.
Aside from even the trust fund, like well-meaning Nigerians, we have a problem in our hands. We do not have the resources to tackle this problem. We want everybody to contribute. If it's in the 10,000 naira, if it's in the 20,000 naira, we need to get specific, you know, equipment that can fight head on.
Hello?
Can we make that call?
Hello?
And will Nigerians trust you enough to respond to the call? Sir?
You have states, these security trust fund in some states.
Yes.
And people are contributing.
Okay.
But let me ask you, if you're a philanthropy and you know that funds allocated to local governments and states are being filtered away fraudulently,
That's where
will
the
you
problem
take your
is.
personal fund to give to such a people?
No.
That is the problem.
Oh, that's where the problem
Yeah,
is.
look, we have problems to
so
manage.
corruption is also one of the reasons we're still in this quagmire.
Yes.
Okay, but so can we do it another way? So if the citizens, many citizens cannot contribute, can the military now say, okay, we need this, that this is how it can be gotten? Then the citizens will now make sure that they purchase the equipment and then hand it over to the military.
But they already
So,
said
now,
what they will do now. This new reform.
Excuse me.
That one is
you
the
want
5%.
us to tell Nigerians to contribute money to buy hardware for our military?
It doesn't.
It doesn't sound well.
This reform that you hinted at.
Yes.
When should Nigerians expect?
We'll do our best to get it
Done as soon as possible.
In 10 days.
You know, it's a
Can we
tedious
put a
thing.
timeline?
It has to be passed by the National Assembly.
that's
It has to
another
go around the state. But anybody that will sabotage that is an enemy of the nation.
Yeah. We'll call out to the person.
Yes, because we need this fund.
Yeah, we actually need it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Senator Sunday Karimi, for joining us today and sharing your thoughts on the insecurity issues with us. And thank you, ladies, for your contributions. That's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we'll move on to another topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.